Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Yakgwa and this is the second episode of my Yakgwa Village Harvest Run playthrough. If you haven't seen the first episode, the link will be at the top right of the screen. So anyway, this is my own farm. As you can see, this is because this is recorded. I think it was like the second day of the mechanic of the farming itself. The farming actually takes 24 hours in real time. Obviously you can skip it, but you have to use like quite a lot of crystal to do so. So that will be a bit unfortunate to like really spending on things. But nevertheless, you don't need to spend anything. You don't need to spend any crystals. You just wait like a patient person if you want to like save quite a lot of crystals. So anyway, this is the second episode. As I said earlier, currently there is at the time of this recording, I think there's like a lot of combi has set. But at this current time, when I record this, there was no sort of like an official combi or like what kind of combination that you should put at this kind of stage. Everyone still kind of search around, but thankfully now we can get like combis or anything. Like there's like what kind of cookies, pets, treasure sets, and what kind of alternatives as well. So anyway, I decided to put soda cookie because I looked at the buffs that I have and decided this was the best option, at least at the time. So in this, I'm gonna explain like how the mechanic of harvesting works. So basically, the game will give you what kind of plants and fruits that you will raise, and it depends entirely on random. And if you are the person who owns the Persimmon collection, I'm a bit confused because you basically have the rarest one, the rarest type. And believe it or not, the apple, in my experience, comes second. The third one is, I think, either rice or corn. If I'm not mistaken, I think I completed rice first and then corn as the last one. So corn is like the most common thing that people usually get to completely work. Right? So comment down below if what kind of plants or fruits that you have from the game itself. So this is the reason why I choose soda cookie, because you can, by picking up the apples, you can get a bit of boost. So and that will like take you really far. And the second one is I choose on the left side is the magnet that like attracts the jellies and also attracts the apples as well. And the last but not least is the treasure on the right, which gives me a bunch of boosts. But primarily what I'm looking for is the one who can give me a blast, because so that we can actually use the blast itself. So anyway, when you run on your own berry farm, you will get bonus that you will see just a bit when this run is over. So yeah, I ended up second, not being the first, but that's never mind about that one. As you can see, I got field bonus, but sadly I'm not getting the first place bonus, which is a bit sad. Anyway, here goes the farming mechanism. So if you see there, it's my field, but first I'm going to collect all the missions. The reward for today. Nothing left. There you go. So here we go. The explanation of the harvesting kind of mechanic. So the game says on the left you should recommend there, but actually you do not need to, because the way that it works is it will give the player a different kind of bonus for based on what kind of apple seeds that you will plant, and for the next 24 hours. You don't need to, as I said earlier, you don't need to wait for 24 hours. You can just keep it with crystals, but I think it will just be a wasted opportunity to spend it right now and spend it on somewhere else, like raising your cookies or that kind of thing. So anyway, I plant all the fertilizers and it's currently on maximum level. Now we have to wait for like 23 hours there, but as I said earlier, you can skip it, but there's no need to. You can get pretty much completed to maximum level, which is 5,000, which takes quite a while, I have to admit, but you will get there eventually. Now, I'm basically trying to help someone else trying to do this kind of task. So do not be worried about like complete. Do not be worried about like complete imbalance now, even though it will become a bit of a problem later, based on my own experience. Currently, I barely have less than 1,000 of persimmon jellies. Sorry, persimmon jellies. I mean persimmon fruits. Yes. Now, well, actually, we get soft persimmon seeds, which is what we need. But unfortunately, as you can see at the bottom left, big jelly bug outbreak, which basically means there will be less jellies throughout the entire run itself. So I'm using snake fruit cookie just because. Sorry, I'm using crowberry because just basically for distance reasons. The same thing you can also use snake fruit for also the same reason. Snake fruit and crowberry cookie are basically the two best ones in terms of alternative, because those two can run for a very long distance. Now it's the second run. So yeah, basically the arenas that we will kind of. The arenas that you need to grow when it's completely grown full, it will be completely different compared to when you plant any other. As you can see earlier, that we have 3 kinds of apple seeds, as I said earlier. But this time, that thing can apply to anything else, the persimmon and then the rice and corn. But you don't need to follow what the game recommends. It's entirely up to you. Although the arenas that you will run when you complete it, when the plant itself of it turns to 0, it will be like in completely different arenas. That's what I want to talk about. Sorry for like the kind of roundabout way, which takes way longer than it should. Anyway, right now I'm approaching 30 seconds left, and yeah. So at the time of this, as I speak here, they changed a bit about how this event works. Now you get like way more than 15 tickets. You get 30 tickets instead of 15 as in this video, because I think people complain of we only get 5 towns to run, where if you don't, when it's completely empty by the end of this video, I have to wait for like 24 hours to do so, and then wait for another turn. And that's the reason why. And also, if I'm not mistaken, they change it something else, but I can't remember. I haven't checked what kind of things they've changed, but that part of changing the tickets from 15 to 30, it's really huge. So as you can see earlier here, that there will be stories, and this playthrough will include that story part as well. As I find someone else that needs help, and that's basically the kind of gameplay of this playthrough. I don't think that there will be stories by the end of this, unless I can get another persimmon farm, which is where the stories will start. Hopefully we got persimmon for the second time. Yep, it's persimmon. So yeah, there will be story mode, story episode at the end of this just before the end of this episode. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment what kind of games should I cover on my channel. All of that is free, and you will make me happy and this channel grow and flourish. Yeah, so I'm using Crawberry again because at the time there, I think that, as I said earlier, there is no sort of combination of what kind of sets, cookies, pets, and treasure sets that you have to use to gain the maximum possible effort. Sorry, the maximum possible result. Oops, as I crash into an obstacle. You don't need to worry that much about crashing into obstacle. The game gives you quite a lot of energy boost at the start. So unless you like screwed up, I screwed up like really bad, that can be happen. But I have no idea what will happen if I run out of energy, because I actually never experienced it throughout this entire playthrough. Spoiler alert, I never. There was once that I nearly got 20, my HP, I mean the cookie's HP turned to 0 almost, but not quite. Although there is one more thing that I kind of forget to explain, but I just remember it now. So remember that I plant a very kind of special fertilizer with the purple one. The purple one can actually gives you kind of extra boost, I guess, in regards to when the plant or fruit itself is finally harvested after waiting for 24 hours. That's that. I think I screwed up something and then I ended up last. So when you run this kind of game mode, the best place, believe it or not, is either you have to be in third or in first. You do not want to be in second or fourth, because you will get less in terms of fertilizers. I think the purple one, as you can see, yep, the pink one, but the other one would only get 4, and then the rest would get 6. So anyway, here's the story part, and here it is. What a day! My back hurts from working too hard. But look at all the rice jellies we harvested, all thanks to you. The storage is packed with persimmon jellies and apple jellies. I'm so glad this year isn't like I tried to narrate it, but unfortunately I accidentally skip it way too early, because I think I can read it that far, but unfortunately that's not be the case. I'll try to be as best as I can. Oh, vagabond cookies, say your back hurts when you work hard enough, haha. By the way, what are you all doing in here? Nah, I'm too lazy. I'm thinking of this grand feast at the festival. Wow, just watch your manners and don't fall asleep. And I bet I won't get mad if I don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, when is the new magistrate arriving? I'm gonna go now. I don't really care about that. I'm just gonna go back to work, I guess. After all, you are the village Devsisters. It's not a big deal. Just one cookie coming to our village. Besides, I've only seen where I felt like it. Haha! Such a sweet fragrance. I must have arrived at the right place. The Yakgwa village. Welcome to the Yakgwa village, son. The harvest festival will soon take place. Of course, I've already got some as a gift. Oh, delicious. Just delicious. Yes, sir. We will be on right away. If you will excuse us, we will head in now. I think that's a auction voice, I guess. Strange. He is renowned for being benevolent and wise. But I'm glad he likes our village Yakgwa. Oh, not again. Wake up, vagabond cookie. I can make magistrate went inside. And that's pretty much the story, at least for now in this episode. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you be entertained about this one, even though I kind of screwed up with the whole trying to narrate the whole story kind of thing. So anyway, that's it for me today. As always, I'll see you on the next episode of this playthrough. Bye bye.